Hello and welcome to KLM Institute.
We bring you breaking news about a developing crisis between India and Pakistan that has raised serious concerns about peace and security in South Asia and beyond. Tensions have reached a boiling point between India and Pakistan after a series of military operations and retaliatory strikes. The situation is now at a critical juncture, with the potential for a full-scale conflict between these two nuclear-armed neighbors. It all began with Operation Sindoor, a highly targeted military strike launched by India on May 7, 2025. The operation involved precision missile strikes on 9 key terrorist infrastructure sites located in Pakistan and Pakistan-administered Kashmir. This was a direct response to a deadly terrorist attack on April 22, 2025, in Pahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, which claimed the lives of 26 people, including a Nepali citizen. Indian officials have stated that the targets were specific training camps and weapons storage facilities of terror groups such as Jaish-e-Mohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba, which have been responsible for some of the most horrific terror attacks in India, including the 2008 Mumbai attacks and the 2019 Pulwama attack. However, reports from Pakistan paint a more alarming picture. One of the missile strikes hit a residential and educational complex in Muridki, near Lahore, leading to significant civilian casualties. The explosions in Muzaffarabad, Pakistan-administered Kashmir, injured several civilians, including women and children. Panic spread through the region, with people fleeing their homes and hospitals overwhelmed by casualties. In response, Pakistan retaliated with artillery fire and shelling along the line of control (LOC) in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly targeting areas such as Poonch, Kupwara, and Baramulla. At least 6 civilians were killed, and over 30 others were injured. The situation remains tense as both sides continue exchanging fire. What makes this situation even more dangerous is that both India and Pakistan possess nuclear weapons. This raises the stakes considerably, as even a small miscalculation could trigger catastrophic consequences. Global powers have called for calm and restraint, urging both sides to step back from the brink of war. China has also expressed concern over the escalation. A spokesperson for the Chinese Foreign Ministry called India's actions regrettable and urged both countries to avoid further escalating the situation. "We are concerned about the ongoing situation. India and Pakistan are and will always be each other's neighbors. They are also China's neighbors," the spokesperson said. China has consistently opposed all forms of terrorism and urged both sides to act in the larger interest of peace and stability. Meanwhile, the United Nations has emphasized the importance of diplomatic dialogue to resolve the crisis. The UN has warned of the potential catastrophic consequences of a nuclear conflict and urged both sides to immediately cease hostilities and engage in peaceful negotiations. Gulf countries, including Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, have also called for de-escalation, emphasizing the need to prioritize civilian safety and regional stability. The United States has also been closely monitoring the situation. President Donald Trump described the ongoing violence as a shame and expressed hope that the conflict would end quickly.
Reaction to the attacks between India and Pakistan.
No, it's a shame. We just heard about it, just as we were walking in the doors of the Oval. Just heard about it. I guess people knew something was going to happen based on a little bit of the past. They've been fighting for a long time. They've been fighting for many, many decades and centuries, actually, if you really think about it. No, I just hope it ends very quickly.
U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio stated that Washington is engaging with both India and Pakistan to push for a peaceful resolution. If the situation continues to escalate, the economic and social impact on both countries could be devastating. In India, key sectors like health, education, and technology could suffer as military resources are prioritized. Public support for The government's actions could wane if the conflict drags on, leading to unrest and fear. For Pakistan, the impact could be equally severe. The country is already struggling with inflation, food insecurity, and debt, and a prolonged conflict could push the nation's economy to the brink of collapse. Civilian displacement could soar, and basic services such as healthcare and education would likely deteriorate further. The most concerning aspect of this conflict is the nuclear threat. While both countries claim to manage their nuclear arsenals responsibly, the presence of these weapons means that even small-scale military actions could escalate into a full-scale nuclear war. The possibility of miscommunication or an accidental launch makes this a highly dangerous situation. As tensions continue to rise, the need for diplomatic efforts has never been more urgent. The world is watching closely, hoping that both India and Pakistan will choose dialogue over violence and diplomacy over military action. It's important to remember that when conflicts break out, it's the ordinary people, families, children, and communities who bear the brunt of the suffering. At KLM Institute, we urge you to stay informed and stay calm. This situation is still developing, and we will continue to bring you the latest verified updates. We hope that peace will prevail, and that both countries will find a way to de-escalate tensions for the sake of their people and the stability of the world. Stay safe, stay aware, and let's all hope for a peaceful resolution to this crisis. Thank you for staying informed with KLM Institute.